Hello, it's Claire here. I would like to share with you the receptive skills session that I did on the very first day of our training. Seems a long, long time ago now, but I would like to share this with you so that all of you that are doing a receptive skills reading session with your teachers in your region, you'll be able to be reminded of all the things that you need to do with your teachers. So let's look at my first slide. First of all, I elicited the two receptive skills from my teachers. So, of course, they say reading and listening. And I tell the teachers that this session will be on reading. I then put them into pairs or groups and I ask them to share their answers to these questions. This is the first stage of my session plan. This is introducing the session, but it's also getting the students to share their experiences and share their ideas of teaching reading. It's really important that you listen at this stage because it will inform you about what they know and what they need to know in your session. My next stage is setting up their reflective task. So I need to tell the teachers that they're going to be students in a reading lesson, that I'm going to demonstrate a reading lesson for them. And they have two things to do. One, participate in the lesson and do all the tasks as if they were students themselves. And two, to reflect on the stages if like as their teachers. Okay, so the first one is like their students and the second one is like their teachers. So we get them to look at these 5 stages and answer the question, or at least take notes on these questions. What did you do in the lead-in? What did the teacher do in the vocabulary stage, etc., etc., etc. So they're doing two things. They're being students in the demo lesson, but they're also reflecting on each stage as teachers. And then you tell them, okay, we're ready, we're going to start our lesson. I don't know if you remember this, but I elicited from you what I have for breakfast. And then I elicited from you what I usually have for lunch. I then put the teachers into pairs and ask them to share their answers to these questions. Just for a short amount of time, have a little bit of feedback as well, and move on to this stage. You need to introduce the fact that they're going to read a text about 4 children and their breakfast in their country. Just make sure the teachers know where the children are from, and back into pairs, ask them, what do you think they eat for breakfast? Now, they probably don't know. That's okay. We're just guessing. We're just predicting. It doesn't matter. There is no right or wrong answer. It's just communicative. Again, try and get some feedback from them and move on. So this stage and this stage, this is the context stage. There are 2 parts. So we want to try and aim for 10 minutes for both. Do you remember my vocabulary stage? So the first thing I do is I say to the teachers, what's this? Some may know, maybe they don't know. Either way, you say porridge. Everybody, porridge. They repeat, porridge. Back to you, porridge. You can even have individuals say the word porridge back to you. Show the word porridge and ask the teachers, how many syllables? 2. Good. Which one is strong, number 1 or number 2? Hopefully they say number 1, and you mark this on your blackboard. Porridge. You do that for each one. Again, what's this? Tea. Listen. Tea. Everybody? Good. Show the word. There's only 1 syllable, so no need to talk about stress. Again, what's this? Good. Olives. Everybody? Olives. Listen to them. Excellent. Show the word. How many syllables? Good. 2. Which one is strong? Number 1 or number 2? Olives. Number 1. Mark this on the blackboard. And we go around till we do all of these. Next is their first reading task. So they must have this. They must have their reading in front of them and your first task. So they only read this text to find the answers of this question. What each child has for breakfast. They are only reading for specific information, not the whole text. Give them 3 or 4 minutes to do this alone, individually first. After this, put them in pairs to check their answers for about 2 minutes. Then, plenary feedback. You can either get the answers from them or just simply give them, show them so that they check. This is your second reading, detail reading. Again, they need to read to answer these questions only. They're not reading the whole text because we're helping them to understand it through our tasks. So they read the text again and answer the questions with true or false. I would give the teachers approximately 5 minutes, alone, individual, quiet reading. After that, pair check, 2 or 3 minutes, and then plenary feedback, where you give them the answers or they give you the answers. And finally, the follow-on task. Here, I put the teachers into pairs or groups to answer these questions. This would probably go for about 10 minutes, but you can decide on your timing. Maybe 5 minutes is enough because you have more to get through with your teachers. Have some plenary feedback, get a few answers from a few teachers, and then say, that's it. That's the end of my demonstration lesson. We then put the teachers into groups and we go back to our original reflective question, our original task where they had to look at the 5 stages and answer the questions. This is really, really important in teacher training because this is the theory behind the practice. This is the methodology. When they share, you can listen and help and guide as you walk around. You can even go back to each one just to remind them So this is the context. Good. Why do we do this? What stage is this? What's the stage aim? What's this? How are they reading? Etc. Just to help them in your feedback. Then to really help the teachers understand the methodology, it's great if you show them this. So you show them the stage and the stage aims. Okay, you don't need to show the teacher tips. You can if you want to, but you can just show the stage and the stage aim. Again, pre-teach vocabulary, the stage and the stage aim. Specific information was our first reading task, the stage aim. Detail reading, stage aim. And follow-on task, stage aim. That should be the end of your session in terms of what you deliver, but I would give a good 10, maybe even 15 minutes now for the teachers to reflect on the whole session with you. So what they do, they can come together in pairs or groups and do what you did with us. 3 things, they can share 3 things that they learnt, 2 questions that they have, and 1 thing they enjoyed. And then, of course, you need feedback on that. They might have lots of questions for you because you've just taught them something completely different to what they normally do in the classroom. And you need to be ready for that. You need to be able to understand and help them with their questions on the theory behind the practice. I really hope this helps to review the receptive skills session we did on Monday. There'll be other videos coming soon to review the other sessions that we did.